Hello, hello. Welcome back to episode number 32. We're collecting tiny puzzle pieces on our road to 100k subscribers on YouTube. This year the goal is 10k. You cannot even see it, I'm sorry. The goal is 10k. Right now we're at 527. Today is Sunday, the 25th of January, and let's do an update now. So here we have made a small step, 531, because this short is doing really well, and the last one too. We got a little bit of momentum there. Okay. This channel, one person added. Awesome. Welcome. 27. On Instagram, still the same, 1609. 1609. And on school also the same, nothing happening as far as I know. This week we're gonna talk about nose breathing in the concept of the week. What are struggles, which is implementation of the things we learned, and the wins collecting puzzle pieces. Let's get into the news. So the goal last week, I told you, right? I want to do one long form and one short form every week. But I already realized, man, one long form every week with the thumbnail, the script, with editing, that's gonna be tough. And since I've been on a pace of doing maybe a video every 6 weeks, maybe once a month at most, one video every 2 weeks would be already quite a big win. So let's start with that now. Let's keep it realistic. And right now, even here, like, I started scripting this video. Spoiler, next video will be... Where's the title? I didn't even write it down. Let's go into the planner. Why is life good when we are drunk? That's the concept. That's the interesting idea. And then I started writing down some facts, things I want to talk about. The intro. And then I revise it, I change it, I add some parts, I try to search some interesting facts. And this takes a lot of time, so yeah, once a week would just not be viable right now. Also because I'm quite involved in another project, so I don't have infinite time at the moment. That's for this video. New sound design, man. This week, I got a little bit, not sucked into, but I found a video on sound design and it was so good that I immediately had to buy these sound effects. $200, but it's really like, sound design is so much fun. And these are really good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of a building system than sound design. Like, this is really structured, logical. And I was always searching for good sound effects. I even purchased some other ones. I feel like it's always messy. Like, I'm searching then for an effect and then I have that one. But I don't have a good system, a good structure. Okay, these I pick, these I use, these I can here and there. Obviously, it's a learning process. Like, it's not me knowing everything at once. It's always, okay, I try some stuff, I learn some stuff. And then by applying it, we get some new connections and then we get really good at some point. But yeah, that was this week's purchase. Short form, as I told you, these videos did decent. On Instagram, not too much happening. But these here on YouTube did really well, so I'm happy with that. Got some comments, a lot of likes. That's awesome. And I'm doing the 5-minute exercise every day, which is also helping. Again, I'm just watching a video, 5 minutes, and then I talk No, I copy the voice, like I keep repeating what he's saying. I'm also moving on with the book here, which is great, Storyworthy, about storytelling. And the great part about this one, this, in my opinion, has a really big leverage. Because here I'm learning some things which are gonna have a huge impact, way more than, okay, this sound or that sound, that's details. But understanding what makes a great story, what gets people's attention, and why we actually keep listening to some stories and others we don't care about, that's the real sauce we gotta learn about. And that's what I'm trying to do here, Storyworthy. It's actually a great book. Like every time I read 2-3 pages, I think, man, this is so good. I get so many aha moments. Like things like these, okay, let's just get one quick example. The elephant. Like these are ways of creating stakes. Stakes is the most important part. Like stakes means, okay, there's something exciting in the story which sparks curiosity, like which keeps us listening. Something needs to be, we know the difference, right? Okay, I don't care about this shit. But other stuff we're really interested, and that's stakes. Like stakes might be, okay, this is, to make it really extreme, okay, this is a thriller and the protagonist is about to die. Like it's a really difficult situation for him. The stake is he might die or not. That's immediate stakes, right? There's big peril, a new word I learned this week. It's dangerous. It's immediate stakes. But there's different ways too. Like, for example, this is another way to create stakes. I'm not sure, did I already talk about this last week? But this here, okay, this is just a description. Nobody cares about the mom. But once we add this, I don't care about how perfect my mother was. When I was 9 years old, I wanted to disown her. That's stakes. Like we think, man, what is going on here? This can be a drama. There's something tricky. These are stakes. At stake, something counterintuitive. Now people start wondering what is happening and so on. And there's even techniques to create more stakes. For example, backpacks. Whenever there's a movie, for example, usually there's an explanation. Okay, let's take Ocean's 11, right? They plan to rob a casino. In the movie, usually the thieves explain their plan before they do the robbery. Why do they do that? Because that way the audience knows, okay, this is the plan, this is what we want to accomplish, and they will start wondering, okay, is it gonna happen that way? Will we be? No. Are we gonna be successful? Will the plan work out? By explaining the plan, people get more in the situation. Like we feel the same level of frustration, fear, because we know what's going on. If we just get put into the situation as an audience, we have no clue. Like we have no clue what should happen, what is good, what is bad. By making this connection, we get more into it emotionally, and that makes a good story. Yeah, enough about storytelling. The last part. Okay, this collecting puzzle pieces, this is a great win. Because I feel right now, okay, I'm doing this. It's a small piece which brings me forward. I'm doing the voice exercises. I'm getting better at scripting. I'm getting better at editing. It's all tiny pieces, and I hope one day it will all connect and be good enough. Nose breathing, man, we didn't even get to the article yet. Nose breathing, this is more of a health thing. But nose breathing is really important. Because our nose, the only function of our nose is to breathe. Like these airways are just to breathe. There's no other biological function. They do a lot of things which are important, like warm up the air, humidify it, some other effects. I'm not going to go too deep right now. But one thing I want to tell you, I used to always, especially in the winter months, I used to always wake up with a sore throat. And that's because I always breathe, especially at night. My mouth was always open. I was always breathing through my mouth. Obviously, it gets dry because this is just the cold air reaching the throat. But once I changed that, like once I started nose breathing in the night, that completely disappeared. I have no more sore throat, no more dry throat in the winter months. It's all good now. How did I do that? Like there's a lot of techniques, even people, how do you call it? Putting, not paper, what is it called? The thing that stitches my English. Klebeband, English. Adhesive tape, yeah, tape. People put tape on their mouth just to not breathe, to force nose breathing. You can even buy those. There's some certain tapes which are exactly made for that. But I didn't do that. To be honest, I just remember I started kind of putting my hand above my mouth to remember to almost keep it shut and to remember to breathe through my nose. And step by step, after a few weeks, that worked. So right now I have no more problems. Definitely consider it. If you feel like you're breathing too much through your mouth, start some nose breathing. It also has an effect even on the biological, I always say biological, on the anatomical. I have no clue if that's right. Basically, it changes your whole appearance. Like, our body's really good at adapting. We go to the gym, lift a lot of weight, our body adapts. If we breathe through our mouth all the time, our body adapts the structure of the muscles and everything to make that process going. And if we breathe through our nose, it's going to be the same. And nose breathing, even from an aesthetic point, it just makes more sense. So, but it has a lot of good health effects. So definitely consider it. The last piece to talk about, these are also puzzle pieces. Right now, I'm in a lot of courses. Okay, this is the old one. And right now, I'm doing like 3 different courses here for YouTube. One is about editing. One is about short form, which I haven't finished yet. And one is, this is my main teacher. Like I have a yearly subscription there. And these things are really fun because I love learning. But I feel like sometimes I'm making the mistake that I'm just, I'm into too many at once, that I get a bit lost. But I definitely want to complete these. Even Inside the Edit, that's such a fun one. It's more about filmmaking than just YouTube. This one also I found on YouTube, but I'm so excited about this one because it's from a different angle. It's more of, okay, how do you create emotion? How do you use certain cuts, certain sound effects, certain things? How do you tell a good story? Also a little bit of that, but more from a film perspective. So really excited about that one. Yeah, that's what's going on. We're doing our best to keep improving. Hopefully next week we'll have a video out next Sunday. And the goal is to keep going and to reach 10k subs till the end of the year. That's the goal. With that said, I wish you a great week and see you next Sunday. Bye bye.